Hi everyone, welcome back to the table. I'm Kim Ganassin. Today's episode is What is the Table Part 2. Now in What is the Table Part 1, I kind of presented a story and asked you to ride along with it, where we talked about what happens at the table. And I decided to go that route because I wanted to know if there was any way for that story format to trigger any kind of intuition in you about the universal truths in that story. I hope it did. But today we're going to take a little bit of a different route with it, and I'm just going to put it right up front where the table comes from for me. What is the purpose? Why are we here together? Why am I asking you to join me here? So let's bottom line it just as simply as we can. Have you heard of the other side? If you've read any Sylvia Browne books, if you've read any books or seen any videos, or talked to any other channels or clairvoyants, the other side is a place that many of us have seen, and it's sort of the staging ground for what happens here on Earth. So here on Earth we have physical bodies, and we run around and we do things like act like Kim and act like Joe and whatever. And at night, at least a few times a week, we leave our physical bodies. Our spirits leave the body, right? Are you okay with that word, spirit? I don't care what you want to call it, higher self, immortal self. I use all those words. Whatever you like. Comes out of the physical body and goes to the staging area where we get to take a coffee break. Okay? The staging area for Earth is called the other side by many people. I prefer the other plane because it's a different dimension. Okay? But let's say the other side is over here. And when you've left your body, you come up over here on the other side and you go, woof, thank goodness. Thank goodness I don't need to be in the body a minute longer. I really need a break. Let me hang out with my friends and see what's going on. So everybody on the planet leaves their body and ends up on the other side. And also on the other side, there are other beings that are not incarnated on the planet. How do I know this? Because I'm the luckiest person in the world, and I get to be partially or fully lucid on the other side when I visit the other side. And that's why I call myself a channel and an interpreter. So here you are on the other side. What happens while you're there? Big hugs. How you doing? Okay, how's it going down there? Sounds good. You know, take a breather. Let's sit down and whatever. And you know, do you need to meet with any groups right now? Because there's groups all over the other side, meeting, little committees that meet to solve specific problems on the planet. And we get together and we get to do a whole bunch of fun, creative problem solving that we will then take with us in our subconscious, and we will bring it back down to the planet and we'll act it out. Yes, this is true. Yes, it is. Okay? Now, when your brain has gotten its REM sleep over here and it's getting to be about 5, 6 in the morning, your spirit comes back in. Okay? And then you live out the rest of your day as yourself. And later on that night, you'll leave your body again, you'll come up over here, and you'll have your conversations on the other side. So that's what we have. We have the Earth, and we have its sort of twin dimension, the other side. Now, your immortal aspect that hangs out on the other side, talks differently, speaks differently, knows things that most of us on the planet have been taught not to believe. Okay? Or we've had it socialized out of us. All kinds of different crazy ways where we don't really recognize ourselves or each other anymore as our immortal aspects. It's time for that to stop. It's time for that to stop. According to conversations on the other side that I have been privy to in the last couple of years, we really need to fix the problems, the social problems, the communication problems, the polarization problem, right? The anger, the fear, and the violence that's going on the earth. It's time for that to stop, and I mean it. So what we have is, we have all decided on the other side that it's time for us to be aware, the same way that we are on the other side, on the planet. So basically you're going to download your awareness that you have on the other side. You're going to download it down to your human mind on the planet, and you're going to act from that space. You okay with that? I'm completely serious. I'm committed to bringing these ideas forward because I know that this is what I'm supposed to do before I leave the planet for the last time. I'm supposed to give you everything that I hear on the other side that you can handle and you can implement to make the earth a better place. I'm supposed to bring it to you. So this vlog is about me channeling for you as well as discussing some of these concepts. Okay? Now, who are you on the other side? Let's discuss that. This person that you are on the other side, that you're supposed to be downloading some of these characteristics, some of these awarenesses, down to your conscious human mind and bring it into your body, bring it to work, bring it to your relationships, and bring it to the polling place, bring it everywhere that you go, okay? Who is that person? Who are you over there? Okay, over there you know that you're immortal. You know that the earth doesn't spin without you. You know that the universe doesn't exist without you. Okay? You know that you'll never be thrown out of the universe. You are inextricable from the universe itself. You have complete freedom to be creative. You can become whatever you want to become. You can experience whatever you want to experience. And whether you choose to do something that we would think of as good or bad, it all ends up being neutral. You have the freedom to go fly out there and create yourself and recreate yourself wherever you want to. Okay? You've chosen to be here right now for lots of different reasons. Okay? And so you also know on the other side that we are all connected. Right? That you're inextricable from the universe, but so am I. And that means that you and I are cut from the same cloth. We are absolutely the same. We are absolutely synonymous with each other at the deepest level of being. We are. We've forgotten that. We have all kinds of ways on Earth of creating hierarchies, right? I'm better than you because of the color of my skin. I'm better than you because, you know, I have more money than you do. And, you know, my $20 bill is worth more than your $20 bill because I have more of them and I've got the attitude to tell you that. And, you know, I mean, just all, you know, you're not valuable as a human being because you haven't brought enough children onto the planet, or, you know, you only wear 14 karat gold instead of 18 karat. All that stuff is complete garbage. And the part of you that knows that that is nothing but noise that's you on the other side. Okay, I think you get it. Check it out. You and I are going to wake up in the morning and remember where we've been. We're going to remember who we are. You're going to remember who I am, and I'm going to remember who you are. And just in case we should forget, we're going to establish something between us called the table. The table is a forum for us to communicate using certain cultural rules. There's a culture on the other side. There's an awareness on the other side. Both are coming down through me and you. And we're going to start communicating with certain parameters. You're going to tell the truth. You're going to be your highest self. You're not going to be afraid of the person that you're talking to. You're going to trust them to see that you are an equivalent piece of the universe that is immortal, just like they are. Okay? You cannot bring earthly biases to the table. It does not work. Once you start to try to create hierarchies at the table, the whole thing collapses. So there's only one way for you to come to the table where the table will support you. And that is from the awareness of your immortal self, your higher self, your spirit. You must be able to speak your truth. You must be able to vibrate your truth at the table. Okay, what do you think? There is a whole lot of unpacking to do here. I hope you got the gist of it. That's the table. In order to be here, in order for the table not to collapse out from under us, we must tell the truth. We must vibrate the truth. You must see me in my immortal aspect, and I must see you in your immortal aspect. I promise you, my commitment is that this vlog, the table, will function as the table. And I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll leave questions. I hope we can work these things out together. This is where we're going. This is where we're going as a species on planet Earth. Nowhere else to go. We sure have hit a wall. Let's do this together. We can do it. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Take care.